And the final show for the weekend, the Sunday show, at least there's only one show on Sunday, but the Evolution 2.
Yes.
From the same arena that Saturday Night's Main Event was in, which is where the Atlanta Hawks play. But I still would always call it the Omni, even though it hasn't been the Omni for probably over 2 decades. But this is a good show. I enjoyed it. I think they started with the women's IC match. I didn't know if there was anything else we wanted to cover.
Yeah, before we jump in, first off, attendance was 8,300. Amazing.
That's not bad.
Because we heard it wasn't very successful, but it was very, very successful.
Right, but because they grabbed some BS information, but yeah, because they said what they were going. They said it was low sales for the individual tickets, but more than half the tickets were purchased with people that did the combo of Saturday Night's Main Event and Evolution in one ticket combo or one.
Here's what I
purchased.
Here's what I picked up on by watching this. I wouldn't be surprised if prior to the show, Stephanie McMahon got everyone together and gave a pep talk, because what I noticed was everybody came out very professional, very good looking. Everyone's gear was different.
Yeah.
There was no matching gear. Everyone took time to have their gear ready. They brought their A games. Everything looked perfect. It was amazing to me. I was looking for small things because I wasn't sure what I was going to get here. But nobody had the same gear, not even same teams, none of that stuff.
Yeah,
it was all individual.
For sure.
Every person had a smile on their face that should have, and when they it was just, you could see it. It was a different vibe when it started, and I picked up on it real quick.
Yeah, and that was why when you asked me earlier, is if I thought it would have still stolen the weekend, if where it would have put on in its positioning of it. If it was the exact same show and they had that same mindset, absolutely. And that's where I thought why, because I felt like you could tell everybody came in. A game is the perfect way to say it. Like they came out they came out swinging. And there was nothing that didn't live up to what it should have. And I felt like everybody was at their best and they really showed up and showed out because I don't think it's something that they're going to do annually. I really don't. Like maybe like every other year, every couple of years, maybe if it's the right time, something like this. But I think that's kind of why they wanted to show up and show out for it. It was my favorite show of the entire weekend. And I did not expect it to be. Like I was excited for it. But
I think Stephanie McMahon had a hand in this somewhere.
I think so too. And I think that's why she was, very, very visual on the show at the beginning. And then we'll show at the she came out for the women's battle royal. But yeah, no, you're absolutely right. I would think probably her, and then there's probably some like locker room leaders that also made sure to say the right things with it. And also shout out to Bianca Belair. She came out during Saturday Night's Main Event looking like $1 million to be she was announced as the special referee for the Jade Cargill Naomi match. So forgot to mention that when we were talking about Saturday Night's Main Event. There was a lot that happened this weekend. We're gonna forget something, but the opening match on the card was good. It was I thought the Battle Royal was gonna open the show, but they put it in the semi-main event spot, which is really cool, I thought. But the women's IC match, Lyra Valkyria versus Bayley versus the champion Becky Lynch. Shout out to Becky for coming out when she came out in the on Raw on the Hulk Hogan gear. That was pretty fun. In the red and yellow. That made me laugh.
She's playing.
Yeah, she's great. She trolls the IWC almost better than anyone. She's so good at that. She knows what she's doing. That's part of like the Irish / UK banter. Like they're very good at it. And she's top notch. This match was good. It was a good way to open the show. I guess I was kind of surprised maybe that like Lyra didn't turn heel. I guess that was what I was kind of thinking was going to happen, but Becky won. It was a good match.
They really can't make her a heel.
I know. Right.
All they got to do is just lose the feathers.
Yeah.
Because I can see when I watch her, she's really good. And I think you just lose the feathers. She can. She's turning me to where I can see something. Because before I was just seeing the feathers. Now I'm like, there's something there.
And
she's got something.
And I saw enough of her in NXT where I knew she was talented. And then I felt like when she came to the main roster, it was like the bird part became the main focus. But it is what it is. I mean, I enjoyed the match though. I thought it was a good match, but I didn't think it was anything.
It was a good way to open.
Overly special. Yeah. Oh, did you rate? Did you rate? Did you do?
Yeah,
a
I
rating?
had 2.25 on this one.
It's exactly what I have. Yep. No, I rate. It's funny because I did rate the Great American Bash. I kind of figured we weren't going to do it, but I wrote them down just in case, especially too because I knew I wasn't going to remember in a couple of days. Like, what the hell did I rate that shit? Yeah, no, 2.25 for this one. I enjoyed it. The second match on the card, which is where I mentioned earlier, where I was so close to being right about what they were going to do in this match. Jordan Grace versus JC Jane. And it does make more sense to turn Blake Monroe heel. Like, she is just a natural heel. It's what she was in AEW. She's just good at it. I just kind of thought that because she'd gotten over showing up, they could ride that wave for a couple more months, like another month or two, and have Jordan turn heel on her. But it made sense to have her turn on Jordan so that
I thought it was
the title
way too early.
Yeah, I mean,
should just wait a little. It happened very fast, but she's better as a heel. You're definitely right. I think it could have waited a little long, plant some seeds along the way, like Sean always does. Like, he always plants this. I'm surprised he went so quick to it. Really,
I think it's probably going to be coming in like this was her plan from the beginning. Like, she was a bitch from day one and wanted to give herself the title chance or whatever.
Like you said,
I'm with you. I agree.
They throw her in there as a baby face. She's faced with the crowd already, and Sean always takes his time with shit. I'm just surprised.
It also could be something that maybe she's not long for NXT, so they got to rush through some things.
Oh, they can't put her up there yet. She can't. She's not talent in the ring wise. There's no way, because she's not good in the ring yet. She's okay in the ring at best, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I admittedly didn't watch a ton of her stuff in AEW because there were certain points where I watched
when she was on. It's an AEW talent in the ring.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's all I gotta tell you.
That's a good way to put it. No, I mean, we've said it with however many of it, with almost everyone that's come over. You've got to go through NXT to unlearn the bad habits. It's true. And I'll say it till I'm blue in the face, but that's why they need a PC in AEW to do things the right way, but nobody there wants to. They would rather, I mean, look at the main event with Moxley and Hangman. I mean, how quickly did they go outside of the ring and how quickly were they bleeding? The answer is too quickly on both. God damn it. But, I thought this match was good. I really think Jordan's improving. I think when she first showed up, she was way just hyper speed. She was rushing through stuff and you could see it. I think she's really slowed down. I think she's getting into, I'm not sure what I think she thought she was going to get fast tracked to the main roster and maybe was nervous about that. I think they're now solidifying. You're going to stay here for probably the rest of the year, at least, before you go up. Cause you gotta, I mean, she hasn't been wrestling for all that long. I mean, when she was on All In, the first All In 2018, that was only like year 1 or year 2 of professional wrestling for her. So she's not been in it that long. So, she'll do good being a big star on NXT. Like,
you gotta learn, like we've always talked about it. You gotta learn the ropes here. You baby face for 6 months, you heel for 6 months, learn the ropes, learn how it goes, and
and
there's a formula down there.
Exactly. And it seems like if you follow the steps, you leads to success pretty darn quickly. But I gave this match a 2.5. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I liked the turn. I had
the same 2.5. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. I was gonna say I agree with you that I think it was too soon, but also we'll see how they run with it. But I kind of feel like they had this opportunity to do it on this big of a stage, and that was probably why they rushed it too. But it was fun. Next up was the tag match, which I thought this match was exactly what I expected it to be. It was entertaining. It was a good way to get stars on the card, getting Bliss and Charlotte Flair on the card, getting the Kabuki Warriors on the card, and then seeing Solruka and Zaruka being on the card. That was fun. That was another good showcase for her.
Busy girl.
Really, really was. And that's what I thought was cool, that she did, like different styles of matches and did different and worked on SmackDown, worked on the NXT show at the smaller venue, worked in this one. No, that was great. She's a star, and I think this was like I said, she was the MVP of the weekend. I think she's the one who comes out the brightest. I mean, we'll get to the ending and what happens with the title, but I think other people went over. Solruka got herself over, but there was nothing
kind of like special about this. The Flair Bliss tag team. It's interesting to me. When you watch Charlotte Flair about a month ago, she just looked not into it. You know what I mean? Not disappointed or nothing, but just didn't seem like she was into it.
Yeah.
When you watch her with Bliss, she seems, and I could see it in her eyes, like she's having fun again.
Right.
Thank God.
Yeah. No, because you could. Yeah, because she when
she's
she's
becoming
got
the
the
grizzled
face,
veterans, what she's becoming.
It's a good point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now I could see it a couple times when even during their entrance, she smiled, and I'm like, all right, I'm in.
Yeah, no, it makes sense, and it does, and they're making it work for her. And because you've seen it in interview, she said in interviews, she wants to have more of that interactions with the fans and be more of a baby face, and it's hard for people to accept her with how she's the heel character that she's been for so long, and just kind of her natural.
And for the hot tag,
aura.
They got a friggin' marvelous reaction. A hot
They did.
tag, an actual hot tag,
a real one too, where they actually built into it. Wasn't a lukewarm one. Wasn't a medium tag. It was an actual hot tag. Yes, I will give you that. That was fun. No, this is a good match. I think I did 2.25. Where's my pay? Yeah, 2.25 was what I had in this one.
I had 2.5.
Yeah, no, it was fun. The next match I think I think this was one of those things that it was obviously done for Evolution to get a legend and a star on the card, but Trish can still go, man. It's surprising how well she can go for not only her age, but I mean, she came up in the initial she was in the Divas era before they were even called Divas, for God's sake. So I think she's really put in the work to really be able to hang with stars of today, I mean, because Tiffany is a bona fide superstar, clearly. But this match is what I thought it should be. Was glad to see Tiffany win. I mean, wasn't surprised to see Tiffany win, but I was glad that Trish showed out for herself. This is a fun match. Kind of a
makes you realize
that the card too.
Makes you realize that Trish was actually good back in the day.
She was.
Never paid attention to it.
Well,
because it was a different era.
And the matches were so damn short. Like even if the match was good and you get it, because I remember the Trish and Lita feud. I definitely enjoyed that as a kid. I was a kid. I was probably in my late teens, which also is why I enjoyed watching them as well. They're very fun to look at, but also they would have it was a good storyline and good feuds, but the matches were always super short. I think the Raw main event that they always talk about got more time, obviously, because it was the main event, but that was very rare for anything like that to happen. So, I'm glad that Trish is getting this last run.
Yeah, you don't wrestle this good at the age of 50 and not be that good when you were 25.
Exactly. That is a very, very good point. I had this match at a 2.5. I really liked it. I thought it was fun.
Yeah, I had the same thing.
Yeah. The next one was Jade and Naomi in the no holds barred match, where as we've talked about, matches like this are a little bit easier for Jade, where she didn't have to worry about the chain wrestling and move to move. It's more of, we're going to go over here and do this, do the spots. And this was probably Jade's best singles match in WWE so far, I would think. I mean,
yeah, because it wasn't in the ring.
Exactly. I mean, exactly. It's true. I mean, that's just why, I mean, I'm genuinely scared for what's going to happen at SummerSlam, but they'll figure it out and they'll make it work. But I don't know.
If it's all true, which I believe it, I gotta believe it is. She's down there busting her ass working.
I'm sure she is.
So she's trying. Sure.
Yeah,
and you can see little bits of improvement. You can see selling and getting better. Like you said, though, if there's something that fizzles out or goes wrong, she's screwed. But that's what they got to get over that.
And I mean, the only way to get through it is
slow road, dude. It's a slow road.
And like as we said, we were surprised she didn't go through NXT, and I feel like this is kind of showing the reason why you need it. Like, because she can get the practice and get the time, but I mean, they're starting to do some house shows again. I just saw Cody Rhodes posted something where they're doing house shows again. I don't know if it's next. I think it's pretty soon. I think it might be this weekend or after SummerSlam. They're starting to do house shows again. So hopefully put her on there, get some work in those, because you can see she's improving. It's just gonna take some time, and the only way to do it is repetition. And if she's not getting the reps out there,
all of a sudden TKO smells more money at the house shows. Was it as opposed to?
I mean, I feel like there was also probably the wrestling people trying to tell them, like, hey, we need these house shows. They're there for a reason.
Absolutely.
That it's beneficial, and the schedule with that European tour and what they were doing with as many PLEs as they've done, I can see why they weren't doing as many. But house shows are good. Plus, if you ever have a chance to go to a house show, I always recommend going. Like TV shows and tapings are fun,
see.
but house shows are just entertaining. Like they're there.
You never know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah. But you're going to have a good damn time. Speaking of a good damn time, the women's battle royal.
Whoa, we gotta go back. Rating for this match, please.
Oh, my bad. Yep. No, sorry. I gave it a straight 2. Nothing bad, nothing good, nothing bad.
Yeah, I went 2 1/4.
Yeah, I can see that. What was surprising with it was the finish of that with what it leads into the main event. But first was the women's battle royal. This was probably my favorite thing that happened on the show, just because I have made it very vocal of my appreciation for Stephanie Vaquer. I mean, she is just very, very talented and has whatever the it factor is. She's got it in double spades. Like she should, because I mean, when she was brought in at the same time as Julia was the one that got the bigger hype and was the one that was presented as the bigger star. But Stephanie is the better wrestler. She's better on the mic. She's just got whatever it is. She's got it. So I wanted her to win this match. She was who I picked to win this match. I did not think she was going to win this match. And so I was very glad that she did, especially the way that she did. I thought that was very good, especially with how Brie called her Stephanie Vaquer.
Very surprised by the last 4 people in this match.
Yeah, right? That was a
very surprised.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Wait, who was the 4th? Because it was her, Nia,
Lash,
Brie Bella,
Lash Legend.
Lash Legend. You're right. That is who it was. Yeah. Which
Lash was the final 2.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. No, I thought it. Yeah. Sorry, it was a long weekend.
No, I was impressed because you put Stephanie Vaquer next to Lash Legend. Looks like fucking Andre the Giant next to freaking Bob Backlund, for Christ's sake. It was amazing how big that girl is. She's awesome. I mean, she was awesome.
A WNBA. Yeah, she was a WNBA star. And she's one of the main people I refer to when I talk about how much NXT improves people. Because if you when her first couple matches, and I think it was Cornette and Last was like one of the times they watch NXT, and they weren't wrong. She looked stiff. She looked lost. It looked like she wasn't going to get it. I was like, oh, this girl's got no chance. And now she's one of the best talents on it. Because this is what you get when you get professional athletes, people who really take coaching and want to learn. And look what happens. I mean, now
and you know what? She wrestles like a big woman supposed to.
She does. She wrestles. Yeah. And I feel like that's another part of NXT. Probably Kevin Nash has probably had a hand in that, or guys like that. That's a good point. She does wrestle like like a giant, as she should, which can help her get her over on the main roster, because it's not like there's a lot of that size females out there.
Yeah, and it's not like I'm saying she's fucking 7'1", 350 pounds. She's a big girl. She's tall, but she's not fat. She's not Nia Jax-ish. She's got her own style, and she looks good.
Yeah, no, she looks great. And she's she was a WNBA player. She looks great. And then her and Trick Williams are an item. So, eventually sometime down the line, you could have them pair up and team up and do a power couple situation. That could be fun. Yeah, no, I'm really impressed with her. And I enjoyed the hell out of this match. I actually gave this match a 3. I really like this. Mostly because I was surprised. I was really I've said it, but I don't like battle royals normally, just because everybody's in the ring. I was afraid of. I don't know what I was afraid of, but I enjoyed this. I really liked it.
I had 2.5 because of battle royal. I don't like battle royals either.
But I don't either.
Once the clutter got
right, once you got down like the fight, once it got down to like 7 or 8, it got really fun. No, I enjoyed it. And then leading into the main event, which was also a lot of fun, Io Sky versus Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley's storyline of never being able to beat Io Sky. I mean, I guess that technically stays in because, they went back and forth. I thought it was great how they did it, where this match was awesome. There was they had a full great match back and forth. Both ladies hitting power moves, hitting signature moves, hitting finishers, kicking out. But then Naomi came out and did the old Seth Rollins style cash in the middle of a match and make it a triple threat, and then hit Io Sky with the briefcase. And
I always forget that once it becomes a triple threat, it becomes no DQ.
Yeah,
I always forget that. I was yelling at the screen, going, "What the hell is this? You can't do that." And I'm like, "Oh, yes, you can."
Yep. No, and they made sure to say it too with it. But it was a great way of going about it. It was a good swerve. It also just like ended the night on just like a major like shock moment. I thought it was great. I didn't expect, especially after she lost to Jade the way she did, getting jaded through the table and everything. Like you thought there was no chance she was coming out, but good for her. I like this heel run. I really like when Naomi was like the half baby face with Bianca filling in for Jade. And we were thinking she was going to be the reason, the one who took out Jade. That was okay. But the moment she turned, it was like, yeah, I did it. What of it? And then she like broke into Bianca's parents' house and was wearing Bianca's boots the other night. Like, I love it. It's good stuff, man. She's really at the top of her game right now, which is good because the rumors are that, you know,
be the end of her game.
It's going to be, yeah, she's coming to the end of her career and wants to have kids and stuff, which I totally understand and 100% respect. And going out with the title run, hell yeah, that's awesome. So good for her and a great way to end the show. Just a great way to end the show.
Yeah,
And
I had 2.5 for this one.
yeah, I actually had 275. I had 275, and it was because I think I had 2.5 for the singles match, 275 once it became the triple threat because it did make it a lot of fun and was totally unexpected for me. I thought that was why they beat Naomi how they did and when they did, because it was that match, then the Battle Royal, and then this. So you just figured she was still woozy and knocked out up in the back. But that was awesome. I thought it was great. I thought the whole show was fun. I gave the show an A. I thought maybe an A-, but overall, it wasn't a bad match.
Which is the same thing.
Right. Yeah. Right. Like, what's the difference? And I think it was also, too, because I knew it was going to be a good show, but it definitely exceeded expectation. So I thought it was fun. I'm glad they did it. I hope they don't make it. I hope they don't water it down. I mean, if they do it annually, like we talked about on Spaces before, of doing like they did with this one, where you piggyback off a Saturday night's main event or another show or something like that, where you're not just doing it just to do it. It's got to be the right time or something like that. And also, too, they had good storylines going into it, you know, with Io and Rhea, and then the NXT stuff, and the women's IC trio has been feuding for the last couple of months. So it really worked out well.
Nice. Really came together nice.
Yep. No, and that's what they always seem to do well. Wrap things up in a nice little bow, but also like get you ready for the next shows. And SummerSlam should be a hell of a lot of fun. And I am very much looking forward to it. Speaking of, I'm not sure if they've announced it yet, but we have confirmed I'm going to be doing I'll be on SC Maniacs with Johnny Bottles. I'll be filling in for Don Wayne. They do post shows after the PLE, so I'll be doing Saturday night and Sunday night. Johnny and I will be on right after SummerSlam. Both shows we'll be doing a live recap. Yeah. I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I might have a guest showing up here.
Oh, nice. All right. Hey, I'm all for it. Let's do it. Bring it on.
No, not here. I mean, over on Bottles of Show.
Right. I figured. Hey, bring it on. Come on with us. It'll be fun. I'm excited for it. That'll be good because we've done watch-alongs with Phil, and I've done other things, but like a post-show immediate recap. That'll be fun. I'll have my notes there and be able to talk about it. That'll be a good time for sure. But yeah, that wraps up that crazy ass weekend. Jesus, we almost went 2 hours. Look at that. But we wanted to cover everything for everybody, so we'll get this posted as soon as possible. But you got anything else for us, George? Any other?
No, everything is good. Just stay tuned for our announcement on the Spaces for this Sunday. And we'll probably, we got to do our match of the week, classic one.
Yeah, we'll get that out today. I said that on the Space, this last one, but the one before. Like, we'll get to it when we can. We knew this weekend was going to take up a lot of time. But we've only got the TNA show the next week, and then no shows the other. Yeah, so we'll be good for a bit. We'll get that in. Let me know what works for you off air, and we'll figure out a time. And we'll knock that out when we get out the Ray and Eddie from Halloween Havoc 1997. That's gonna be a lot of fun. And nice that we'll probably see Doug Dillinger in that clip somewhere as to call back from Saturday night's main event. That's awesome. But great. Well, everybody, please keep liking, sharing, subscribing, leave a comment. Every little thing helps us grow. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks, everybody, and we will catch you next time.